What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I want to give you my thoughts on Zootopia 2. I know this video is a few weeks late, but with so many things just coming out back to back to back, it's hard to keep up with, and I needed a little break. I do this a lot, so I needed a little break, and that's okay. If you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're returning, do the same thing. I want to say that I am a film critic with the African American Film Critic Association and the Hollywood Critic Association. So, I'm not going to be biased when it comes to my reviews. Zootopia 2 was a very, very, very fun film. It is doing gangbusters in the box office right now. Like, this joint hit over $1 billion in a week. It passed up Avengers Endgame for that record. So yeah, this movie is doing amazing. Your favorites are back: Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, Jennifer Godwin, Jason Bateman, Shakira, Idris Elba, Alan Tudyk, Nate Torrance, Don Lake, Bonnie Hunt. All your favorites from the very first movie are back. And honestly, before going to see this that Thanksgiving weekend, I had to sit down and rewatch the first Zootopia with my kids just to get a refresher. We watched Zootopia 1 on Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday we went to go see Zootopia 2, so it could still be fresh in our minds. Zootopia 2 takes place relatively close to the first one. I think it's like either a week or a couple weeks later. I can't remember offhand, but it takes place relatively close to it, and we're expanding the lore of Zootopia. We get introduced to reptiles, and this story has a lot of like real world ties, if I could say it like that. Like, it has a good message. I'll say that it's a message, because basically this lynx family, lynx is basically kind of like snow leopards or whatever. Basically, a long time ago, one of their ancestors decided to basically alienate a family of snakes and reptiles from their homes and take over their land, if I can say it like that. And we know how that can go in real world situations. So it was a good message. All throughout this, Judy and Nick are trying to figure out if they're a good fit as partners, and to them they are, but they're still getting relegated to the sidelines. And I felt for them throughout this whole movie. But what I have to say is the performances were amazing. As usual. I just feel like Jason Bateman just goes into the studio and they just let him ad lib and riff. Jason Bateman is amazing as Nick Wilde. I can't wait for the third film. Speaking of which, the third film, we get a setup for that. We get a post-credit scene where we see a feather fall. Now, that's something that I didn't really realize that we were missing was birds. We don't have birds in Zootopia. We get introduced to like where the whales are, and walruses and seals and sea lions. And honestly, in Zootopia, well, in this world, do not get a sea lion mixed up with a seal, because that is an insult. But yeah, we get introduced to a lot of different creatures, and now in the third film, we're gonna get introduced to airfowl. Like, so we're gonna get introduced to different types of birds, and I think that's gonna be really, really cool to explore, to see how they come into the fold in Zootopia. But all in all, guys, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I loved this film. My kids love this film. I can't wait to watch it again, but it's so many things coming out. Like, I don't know when I'll be able to see it again realistically, if you get what I mean. But yeah, it was so many guest stars in this film. Like, when I heard Danny Trejo's voice, like coming out of a older lizard, that was freaking hilarious. And then when the lizard started running across the water, that was hilarious as well. But Danny Trejo, Robert Irwin, Quinta Brunson. I didn't even recognize Quinta Brunson's voice in this, but she is in here as well. We don't get a lot of Idris Elba in this one, which kind of sucks, because I love him as the police chief. I love him in that role. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But all in all, Ki-Hugh Kwan, I'm probably butchering his name, but his role as the titular snake in this, he did an amazing job as Gary the Snake. That's his full, Gary the Snake. He did an amazing job in this film. I've enjoyed him since he popped on the scene with Loki. That's the first time I've seen him in anything. If you've seen him in more, let me know. I have not, but that's the first time I seen him was in Loki, and I have enjoyed him ever since. So yeah, I'm really glad that he got to do this. Adam Sandberg is Paulbert Linksley. talk about a twist. Talk about a twist. I did not expect him to turn out to be the bad guy and just be using Judy and Gary the entire time. Like, that was crazy. He was willing to kill almost everybody. And that's the thing about Zootopia. It gets dark. It gets dark, but not too dark that kids can't enjoy it and kids can't get the messaging behind the film. And I think that's why this film is doing so well. People talk about they're tired of sequels and stuff. This proves false. When a sequel is good, it's good. When a sequel is good, it's good. But guys, like I said, if you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. If you like this review, please check out the other ones. I have a full list of every single review I have done from 2025. I'll have the same thing going in 2026. And I even have one from last year, just all the films that I reviewed last year. So yeah, guys, check all of those out. Become a channel member today. Subscribe today. Like and share this video around for your friends if you enjoyed Zootopia 2. And let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. And I will catch you all next time.